All right, so I finally got those deadlifting landing pads. I think they're just like sound deadening pads, just in general. That's what they're called. And I think that these are going to be really great as far as my deadlifting goes. I think it's like perfect. I don't have to worry about how much noise I'm making, and I can really like focus on lifting really heavy and not worrying about like controlling the negative. And controlling the negative is important, no doubt about that. But when you're lifting like really heavy deadlifts, it there comes a point where it's like not as important. And I've honestly used it as an excuse not to deadlift heavy or hang clean heavy. But yeah, I mean, I got these landing pads off Amazon. I think it's Yes for All, something like that. Not sponsored, but they do the trick. They're exactly what I thought they would be, and I think it's going to be really good for my lifting. I no longer have any excuses for not deadlifting, especially like not deadlifting heavy anymore. The days of the 135 deadlifts are over. It's going to be 225 at least. And I was actually able to get a lot done. I did 3 sets of 10 with the 225, and I did 1 set of 10 with the 135. I think like going forward, that's going to be pretty much like what I go for. I remember my squats, I was doing 225. I was doing sets of 10, and those were pretty killer. I'm pretty sure I could still do those sets of 10, but I mean, it's just my hip, you know? So I think the squats are going to take a back seat, at least for like the next few, maybe like a week or two. And I could focus really like on deadlifts, bench pressing. I even figured out a way to do, I think they're called Nordic curls. Those are like when you're on your knees and you bend forward a little bit. Those are really good for your hamstrings. I finally figured out a way to do them, like with the equipment I have. Anyway, yeah, this is me controlling the negative. There's my dog freaking out. On this first set, I was really controlling the negatives, trying to do like 10 seconds on way up, way down. After I did it for the first 5. After that, I just like sent it. But I really like it's what these next ones, the 225s, that I felt really good doing them. As you can see, I put some plates down so that I can get like I can be even with like the ground, and it can be like a level deadlift. But yeah, I forgot like 225, it's pretty heavy. But without having to control the negative so much, I was able to do 10. You know, it was a lot easier than when I didn't have these landing pads or anything. So yeah, I mean, honestly, pretty happy. And I'm getting good back day, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how much, like, this form is pretty good. I'm not, like, completely rounding my back. I think at a certain point, it's not, of course, like, you want good deadlift form, but it's not as important as just doing the weight, you know? There's a little bit of, like, arch in your back and stuff like that. That's okay. But just actually lifting, that's, like, what the important part is. But yeah, not feeling pretty good. This is all I did. I didn't do anything else today. I did work today, so I mean there was that. But yeah, felt good. And I was also able to I took like a second. I didn't like finish all 10 like in a row, but I mean it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. And yeah, I mean, deadlifting. There's no like, it's not glamorous, but it is by far one of the best workouts as far as like that functional strength goes. It really like, I'm gonna feel it in my back tomorrow. I already know. So I'm really proud of like how far my back's came so far. I think that's probably where the most amount of my gain in weight is, as opposed to like my physique before. Like when I look at my back, I'm like, oh wow, like I can see the muscles there now. Like before it was pretty like flat. But yeah, Um, Mostly it's just like the lats. I didn't do any pull-ups today, which is really bad. I really should have. Um, but I mean, like that like spinal erector muscle, the traps. I mean, a lot of those deep muscles in the back, I'm able to like feel a lot more, especially like the rear delts. Like that's like a muscle that like I've pretty much never worked out before. I never really did any attention to the rear delts. I barely paid any attention to the side delts, you know? So this is by far the most strong. This is as strong as I've ever been. Wow. English is hard sometimes. Anyway, that was the second set I did with 10 reps. And this is the last set I did. Overall, I'm looking at my form and it's looking pretty good. Really happy with what I've been able to do. Yeah, and I'm going to be looking forward to like doing these deadlifts now, you know? Going to be able to do them at like 5 a.m., you know? That's when I usually lift before work. Today I woke up at 4:30 a.m. and I was like, hell no, I'm still like recovering. I kind of knew that was going to happen. The good news is that I don't have work tomorrow, so I can just like sleep in a little bit, but I mean, overall, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, this is all I really got today. I got a little surprise at the end for you guys, because I know you guys live for that Carlos content. So I got a little video of him. He was looking really cute, but I kept him away. Today from the lifting area because I was looking at that video from like 4 days ago. I was like, oh wow, like I could have heard him. So I did my part, kept him away from the lifting area. But yeah, there he is, looking all cute and shit. Hi, buddy. I love you. All right. Well, that's all. Bye, guys.